After picking up the token of love, head left and back into the large cavernous area. Once there, turn right and make your way back through the door you came through earlier, doing your best to avoid the bats and the snakes. Enter the door, then turn left and walk back to the main cave area. Exit through the door on the left and head back outside to the main Argilus area. If you haven't yet collected the salamander skins, now it's a good time to do so. Take the right hand door and walk to the main cave area. Starting from the cave entrance, make a right turn and leap over the pit. Continue moving towards the right, disregarding the two doors you encounter along the way. Leap over the following two pits and proceed towards the right until you get to the next area. Here, disregard the door and continue moving towards the right. Leap over the first gap. Equip the sword if you haven't already, then drop down the second gap. Congrats, you're now in the salamander pit. The goal here is twofold. Collect 20 salamander skins and 50 olives. Like any other enemies, salamanders drop bolts in addition to skins and olives, so you can farm these to top up your health and currency as needed. The way I farm for salamander skins is, I walk to the little step pyramid made of rectangular blocks near the end of the area. The idea is to entice the salamanders to crawl up each block until they get up to the top one, while you hug either the left or right step. As they crawl across the block towards you, you can swipe them with the sword. Salamanders usually drop from the ceiling in pairs on either side of the pyramid, and can crowd you if you're not careful. Farm the salamanders until you get the 20 skins. Here we go, we got the 20 salamander skins. All we need now is the 50 olives. Once you have both the skins and the olives, head to the door in the middle of the area. There's an old man in a cave who'll sell you an Ambrosia health upgrade for 50 olives. Extortionate. Of course, we're gonna buy it. Once you've potted with your hard-end olives, head back into the salamander pit and onwards to the door on the far right end of the area. Now we can leave Argilus, so head back outside to the Sun Monument. Equip, then use the harp to summon Pegasus, and he'll take you to Attica. You'll be dropped off at the fountain near Athena's temple. We now need 70 olives to get the next weapon in the game. If you don't have enough olives, you can farm them from the satyrs and scorpions in the area, and it won't take too long, as they're quite generous with what they drop. We also have a key to get from an old man in a large house to the left of the fountain. It's your choice which you want to do first. I decided to farm for olives. Once you have your 70 olives, and assuming you haven't yet picked up the key, you can do that now from the large house. Let's pay a visit to the old man. If you don't have the first token of love, the old man, called Kelios I believe, won't give you the key. I would play a sample of The Key of the Secret by Urban Cookie Collective, but I'm afraid of getting a copyright strike. Once you have the key, head back outside. At this point, you can either continue the story and the game, or, assuming you don't want to lose your olives, you can ask Athena for a password at her temple. That way, in the case of your death, you'll restart with all your olives. And because I didn't want to lose my olives, that's exactly what I did. Remember, Athena's temple is on the far right of the area. So go past the large house where you got the key, past the fountain, heal if you need to while you're there, then head on over to the temple. Talk to the majestic Athena, goddess of war and wisdom, and she'll give you the password. Once you've got the password from Athena, leave the temple and let's start heading left. Having saved your soul at the temple, head left and go all the way to the end of the area. Go past the fountains, buildings, everything. Of course, you can continue to farm for bolts and olives as you make your way to the end of the area. After all, they always come in handy. Exit through the door and through the antechamber. Once out, head right and walk all the way to where you find the sleeping Gia, a giant rock monster that blocks the way to Pythia. Equip both the ocarina and the sword. We'll be needing them shortly. Interesting side note, in Greek mythology, Gia was the personification of Mother Earth and mother to the Titans. Approach the rock monster and then use the ocarina to wake her up. Lure her to the low platform here. Wait for her to approach, then jump up to avoid the first rock. Now, every time Gia raises her arm to throw a rock, jump up and hit her face. Rinse and repeat until she's dead. Once Gia is defeated, walk to the top right of the area and exit through the door. We are now in Pythia. The Staff of Fennel is useful here, which is why I equipped it earlier. Head left and let the screen scroll. Jump from one ledge to the other. The ape will leap towards you, but 9 times out of 10 won't hit you. Continue down the stairs. You'll see we have a new enemy here, the caterpillar. Walk left at the bottom of the stairs, then jump to the next ledge. Place yourself below the raised platform, then shimmy back and forth, and the ape eventually jumps to its death. Jump on the raised platform, then jump up to the ledge on the left. Stand about here and fire off a couple of projectiles at the platform beyond the small gap. They will bounce and hit the caterpillar below you. Now jump onto the high platform, then quickly jump to where the caterpillar was. The ape eventually jumps into the depths. Continue left, then go up the stairs. There's a fountain in the door here if you need to top up on health. At the top, we need to go left and hop over a series of raised platforms to get to Hephaestus' temple. I botched the first part when they activated the ape when there was no need to, and I got hit a couple of times. At the halfway point is another ape. The trick is to jump on this platform here, then quickly jump back to the one immediately to the right. The ape follows. Walk under him, then continue hopping on the platforms. Deal with the 2 caterpillars, then enter the temple. Approach Hephaestus and speak to the blacksmith of the gods. He'll sell you the divine sword, the most powerful weapon in the game, for a whopping 70 olives. Of course, we accept his generous offer. Holding the up button makes the divine sword shoot laser beams at the cost of some HP. There is an item that can remedy this, but we don't have it yet. Also, if you want, you can ask Hephaestus for a password. And there's the divine sword. Exit Hephaestus' temple and get ready to deal with the caterpillar right outside. Jump over it and fire a projectile at the wall. It will bounce back and hit it. It takes 2 hits to kill a caterpillar. Deal with the caterpillar on the raised platform on the right. Then, to deal with the ape, jump to where the caterpillar was, then quickly jump back to the door area. The ape will jump towards you. Walk underneath him, then jump onto the platform. Keep platform hopping until you see the other ape. Wait until it jumps, then continue on your way. Jump onto the upper ledge and continue on. Walk to the edge, then jump onto the raised platform. Walk along this until you slide off its right hand side onto the platform with the door. Here, an old man will offer to give you an Ambrosia health upgrade. Kindly take him up on his offer, then leave. Turn left, jump onto the raised platform, then up on the ledge. It's a tricky jump. You need to be right on the edge to pull it off successfully. Drop down to the ledge below, then turn right down the stairs. The best way to deal with the eagle and the ape is to wait until the latter is halfway down the stairs, then deal with them as they come at you. To kill the second ape, simply chuck projectiles at it from the ledge opposite, then jump onto the ledge recently occupied by the ape. Deal with the two caterpillars with fire projectiles, then it's back up the stairs. Jump onto the high ledge here and walk right. Kill the caterpillar, then jump onto where it was. Walk right and slide onto the raised platform while avoiding the eagles. Jump over the ape to the next platform. Continue past the sun monument and jump onto the area with the two staircases. Kill the ape, then make your way up the first staircase. My best advice here is to walk to the edge, and when only one eagle has dropped its rock, start walking up the stairs. At the top, do your best not to antagonize the caterpillar on the left, and jump onto the ledge on the right as the caterpillar crawls away. Then jump over it as it comes back, and then go up the second set of stairs. You need good RNG with the eagles though. At the top, jump to the middle platform and kill the ape on the right hand side. Jump to where it was, then continue on. Do your best to avoid the center. There's no real reward to killing it. And head to the waterfall area. Kill the ape if you have to, then climb to the uppermost edge. Then into the waterfall. Press up to reveal the hidden passageway. Inside are lots of caterpillars that can drop olives and bolts, so farm them to top up your currency and health. Walk to around where the third caterpillar is, then equip and use the Eye of the Gree to reveal the hidden room. Enter it and walk to the locked door. It opens automatically if you have the key. You then meet a nymph who will give you a second token of love and another letter. Afterwards, walk back to the main passageway area and continue all the way to the right. You can farm for more olives and bolts. Once you're ready to proceed, head right all the way to the end of the passageway. Don't forget to equip the Divine Sword. You're gonna need it for the upcoming boss battle. Exit the passageway to get to the Garden of the Hesperides. You'll be overlooking it. Here, butterflies drop poison dust and mutant flowers spit projectiles. Ignore the butterflies as best you can while jumping over the projectiles and hacking at the flowers. If the jumps are well timed, the projectiles and flowers will have a hard time hitting you. Just don't land too close to the flowers. Eventually the dragon Ladon appears. The trick here is to get him locked into a holding pattern in which he can't hit you. It takes about 10 hits to kill Ladon. Once dead, the monster drops a golden apple of the Hesperides, by which hits do half the damage they did before. Pretty nifty if you ask me. Head left back through the garden, avoiding butterflies and killing flowers as necessary, until you get to the lower portion of the secret passageway. Once inside the secret passageway, walk all the way to the end and out into the open air once again. Before leaving the secret passageway, farm for bolts and olives if you need to. The caterpillars are quite generous with their stash here. Once out in the open, the idea is to head back to the sun monument you pass on the way to the garden. Avoid the enemies as best you can on your way back. They tend to be a little annoying, particularly, well, all of them. The good news is that thanks to the golden apple, they do less damage than before. Once back at the monument, summon Pegasus and he will take you back to Laconia. Once back in Laconia, it's time to start farming for more olives in order to buy the next item in the game. 80 olives in fact. So it's time to part for now, my friends. We'll pick up next time when we visit Crete and other spectacular locations. So tune in then. Thank you very much for watching as usual. If you like what you saw, please consider commenting, liking, sharing and all the good stuff, as it really helps me out. Until next time, adios amigos.